Hey, what's up everybody? It's DaYDreaMz. Welcome back to the channel for another video here in Clash of Kings. So guys, I've got something today that is game breaking. This is like one of the bigger updates that is upcoming. I know I do these update videos about things that are going to be coming into the game in the future, but today's topic is going to be something just absolutely huge, and it is called the Overlord War. So, this is the first document on the Overlord War. We're going to be expected to see this in early to mid-November, but that could be subject to change. It could get pushed back. So that's just, I think, the time that they're shooting for. So, the Overlord War. All kingdoms will be divided into several regions. Every region will be ruled by an Overlord. Winners of the Overlord Wars will be crowned Overlord. So, guys, basically, they're going to be splitting you up into groups. I'm guessing, well, let's get into a little further before I start breaking it down. Battlefield rules. There are 3 states of the Overlord Palace: Peace State, Preparation State, and Battle State. When the palace is in Peace State, you are not allowed to enter the battlefield to the Overlord Palace. During this period, the current Overlord has Overlord's authority. Now, someone will have to win the Overlord War to become the Overlord to have that authority. So that's in the Peace stage. When the palace is in its preparation stage, you are allowed to enter the battlefield of the Overlord Palace, but you are unable to march or teleport. Okay, so that's in the prep stage. That's the second stage. Here's the battle stage. When the palace is in the battle stage, you can fight for the Overlord Palace. When the battle state is over, you will return to your kingdom. A new Overlord will take control of the Overlord Palace, and the Overlord Palace will enter the Peace state again. So that's the third stage. There's 3 stages to this. Now let's get into the important stuff, the battle rules. Combat rules. There are 3 areas of the battlefield: the Black Belt, War Zone, and Truce Zone. You are not allowed to camp troops on the Black Belt, and march speed will be decreased while on the Black Belt. You are not allowed to extinguish fire or repair the wall while on the Black Belt and in the War Zone. However, you are able to do these operations in the Truce Zone. Burning speed increases with every defeat while your castle is in the Overlord battlefield. So guys, this is important because if you burn a castle, the walls start burning, it's going to random teleport pretty quickly, so you have to change the way you play. It's going to be very difficult because if they start rallying, or let's say duel someone and burn them in the Black Belt, you're going to have to leave the Black Belt to go to the Truce Zone to put out your fire, and then you're going to have to return. So teams are probably going to have to do like 1-minute rallies and be very well organized in the Overlord War, because you're going to have people teleporting back and forth if they get burned, because there will be burning going on. And guys, I can't wait to cover some of the craziest Overlord battles in this game. It's going to be absolutely insane. Victory rules. The Lord who has the longest accumulative occupying time will be the winner. Although an Overlord Palace may have many occupiers simultaneously by being rallied or reinforced, only the first occupier, leader of the rally contingent, can accumulate the occupying time. Okay, so that's just talking about, you know, all the different people that could be, you know, taking it. Basically, the person that holds it the longest is going to win. Prize rules. The Lord with the longest accumulative occupying time will be the Overlord. Hold the corresponding authority and obtain a set of unique and powerful equipment, Overlord set. The Lord ranked 2nd and 3rd in the Overlord Wars will also receive rewards. So guys, whoever is your rally leader in your alliance is going to be the one that is going to be the Overlord, and we'll be the one that's going to be holding it. Let me just make sure. Let me read this again to make sure I have this correct. The Lord with the longest accumulative occupying time will be the Overlord. Hold the corresponding authority and obtain. Okay, so yeah, that's what it sounds like. But let's get back to the combat rules again. No, we want to go to the victory rules. The Lord who has the longest accumulative occupying time will be the winner. Although an Overlord Palace may have many occupiers simultaneously by being rallied or reinforced, only the first occupier, leader of the rally contingent, can accumulate the occupying time. Yeah, so whoever's rallying is the one that's going to get the, you know, the one that's rallying and holding the building is going to be the one that's getting the points towards the Overlord. In the Overlord battle, you're only allowed to use Overlord items. Ordinary items are forbidden. That's interesting. So how will you use buffs and stuff? Maybe they only have like Overlord style buffs. Overlord biography will show the previous overlords in each region. So it'll just have like an area kind of like here at the throne where you go to click the throne, go to state, and go to Hall of Fame. It'll have something like this where it shows all the different kings. Hey, there's us. It'll show all the different kings in the kingdom or in each region. All the overlords. They won't be kings, they'll be overlords. Overlords can award players and kingdoms in their region gifts and bestow titles upon them. So if you're in a kingdom that's strong enough to win the Overlord War, and I'm pretty sure, guys, this is kingdom against kingdom. I don't think this is... I mean, you might have to be in the same alliance to rally, but it's basically like kingdom battles. And, you know, some advanced strategy, guys. If you're in a region where you know other alliances, you could work together to take out players from an enemy alliance, someone that you don't like. You could, there's a lot of strategy that could be involved in this. So I'm starting to think that there could be, like, you know, kingdoms in the Overlord Wars and alliances in the Overlord Wars from separate kingdoms who could team up to try to take down the big guys. So that's something that's pretty cool. I just hope, you know, multiple big guys don't team up and keep anybody else from ever sniffing the Overlord War, because that would be depressing. And I hope they balance it. If one team keeps winning it over and over again, throw it, you know, mix it up. Like, there's ways to balance it. Emperor War. Emperor War can only one emperor will be crowned. The emperor will be the most powerful lord and can appoint different positions to followers. Followers will gain different buff effects based on the title they're granted. In the Imperial Temple battlefield, you are only allowed to use Emperor items. Ordinary items are forbidden. The Emperor War is still undergoing final design plans. Stay tuned for more information. Okay, guys. The Emperor War, they just gave us a little sneak peek on the Emperor War. That's something else that they're working on, which could be equally as impactful as the Overlord War. So, let me sum up the Overlord War, guys, and what this is and what it means to you. Let's go to the world map while we talk about this. Let's go to the Clash of Kings universe world map. So here's the world map, guys. Now, for this Overlord War, I'm guessing when they say they're going to split you up into regions, remember, guys, this is going to be like its own little server, kind of like a mineral vein or a like, you know, something like that, or even a dragon campaign. It's going to have like its own like map and stuff where you're going to teleport in there. It's not going to be in anyone's specific kingdom. But I'm guessing the number of people you see on the screen right now, I think it's going to be about like that. Like 10, maybe 20 kingdoms. If you had any more than that, it would be absolute madness. Like, imagine if you had 100 kingdoms in each region. There would be some of the bloodiest battles you've ever seen in the history of Clash of Kings. Like, imagine that. 100 different kingdoms fighting for one Overlord Palace would be insane. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be 10, 5 to 10. I'm guessing 10 because that's what they've had in Ancient Battlefield. So I'm thinking that's about the right server size that they're going to work with on this. And it's just another event, guys. It's going to make you want to, you know, work together with your kingdom. You know, if you're in a kingdom like mine where it's very difficult to work with some of the people in the kingdom, you're in a bad spot for stuff like the Overlord War. It's going to be very difficult for your kingdom to win, just like it will be difficult for our kingdom to win. But if you have a United Kingdom, like maybe Lady Venom's kingdom and some of these other kingdoms, you've got a good shot at maybe getting the Overlord Palace, and then you can get your best player the Overlord equipment set and these extra buffs for your members and extra rewards. It's very important. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think this is a massive deal coming into the game, and I think it's gonna be really fun to watch. And it's just one more thing that I'm gonna be able to live stream for you guys. Speaking of which, before I get out of here, let me show you what I'm gonna be live streaming. Let's head over here, guys. We've got the playoffs for the Dragon campaign. You know, these are always a huge hit. Watching the playoffs, they'll be this Saturday is the next matchup on those. And then the Clash of Kings World Cup, until I figure out if we're going to be in a loser's bracket to try to get back in this thing, as we played AGH, the strongest team in this whole 64-team bracket. And the reason I say that, guys, is they're the only team in the World Cup that is also in the Dragon campaign playoffs. If you go through the Dragon campaign playoffs, they're in here somewhere. Where are they? And I believe AGH only ever loses to like POT or GOS. That's all they lose to, and maybe AAA. They're very skilled players. Like, they're not the biggest spenders, but I think they're, out of all the teams in Dragon campaign playoffs, besides GOS, they're the second best skilled team besides GOS, which I'm very disappointed GOS didn't make it into the Dragon Campaign World Cup, because I think they're a very skilled team. And AGH has just a lot of experience with Prestige 6 castles. Now, on top of that, besides having all the experience, they played us at 4 in the morning. There was the worst glitches I've ever experienced. I'm not going to sit here and make 1,000 excuses, but a lot of bad things went down. We were shorthanded, had 12 people, had a couple fill-ins as well that didn't know how to play with the team, and we, you know, it's hard to play a match at 4 a.m. when it's Monday morning and all your team has to go to work and everybody's tired and just wants to go to bed. And yeah, it's just really, it was really, really bad. But I will be streaming the World Cup matches, and you know, I'll be streaming as many of them as possible. Like, the matches will be decided in, wait, that's not the World Cup. Yeah, this is the World Cup. The matches will be decided in 8 hours. It's gonna be tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, day and night, I'll be streaming many matches throughout the day. So just stay tuned. I'll schedule them maybe an hour or two ahead of time if possible. I'll let you know in my Clash of Kings Facebook page and in the Clash of Kings players Facebook group. Guys, if you haven't joined the Clash of Kings Facebook group, it is amazing. We have a great community we're building there. We only have like a little over 1,000 people so far on the Facebook page, but there's a lot of cool people there sharing screenshots, sharing strategies, sharing their castle achievements, funny moments with their alliances, just a lot of cool stuff going on. So we're networking, building up the community, guys. Thank you for being a part of it. Team makes dream work. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. And I'm serious now. I'm being serious now. You guys have gotten away from the smashing the like button. If I don't hear, I want to see a screenshot of a broken phone from smashing that like button so hard. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.